Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining up on the live stream today. Once again, the market is all over the place with the SPY and stocks going literally insane today. I mean, the SPY is just staying right around support, but we're seeing stocks pop up. Half of my watch list is up today, half of it's down. I will say to the downside, it's looking pretty rough, guys. Like Royal Caribbean Cruise Line is getting destroyed today. Same thing with Carnival Cruise Line. Both of those stocks are down a lot as CCL reported some nice earnings today. Let's actually see what we can find here with the earnings calendar. Looks like the revenue estimate was $4.903 billion. We'll have to see if we can find the article here on CNBC for them. But yeah, pretty crazy day to start off with those cruise lines down as much as they are. That's actually a pretty bad drop. To be down 10% in one day is pretty rough. We also have Fed Vice Chair Brainard warning against retreating from inflation fight prematurely. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad she's not the Federal Reserve leader. I'm glad it's Powell. I feel like she'd scare the markets a little bit, guys. Oh man, let's get off of that. All right, let's go to find that news with Carnival Cruise Lines. Now I've been scared. Facebook scrambles to escape stock's death spiral as users flee and sales drop. Uh-oh. That sounds terrible for Meta, which is not good. I think Meta will come back nice and strong one of these days. CCL news. So dumb. Just put out the earnings, people. Is it that hard? I'm going to go on Thinkorswim and find it because these websites are dumb. Here we go, CCL. All right, perfect. Stupid websites don't even have the big earnings of the day on there. We should be running one of those websites, right? Carnival Cruise Line, Q3 EPS, negative 0.65, misses the negative 0.13 estimate. Sales came in at $4.3 billion. They missed a $5.13 billion estimate, which to miss by almost $1 billion on that is pretty bad in my eyes. That is actually a pretty bad miss if you ask me. So I think that's an extremely negative thing to see here this morning with Carnival Cruise Lines. Hopefully their demand and stuff like that is still strong, but with inflation going up, I would expect demand to kind of drop off. Now, one big thing is that I've seen that going to foreign countries and stuff like that can actually be beneficial right now with the dollar being so high. I know some people who are going on vacations who talk about saving a ton of money on plane tickets and just the trip in general. So it's kind of insane to even talk about that. But yeah, apparently with the dollar being worth more, it gives you more buying power in these other countries when you're on vacation. But other than that, it doesn't really help you out too much more throughout your regular life. But if you are on vacation, you can make quite a bit more or do a lot more, with your allotted amount of money. Or if you have a lot of USD saved up, you could almost even go to a lot of other countries and buy some houses and stuff like that. And your money let's just say, draw out a lot longer than it will in the United States. But figured I'd mention that because Carnival Cruise Lines, that could be a good thing for them. If you would think people are maybe taking cruises to like Mexico or Dominican Republic or even like Iceland or weird places like that, you could see I'm sure some pretty big savings across the board there. But figured I'd mention that. But we do have just a lot of stocks, guys, falling down today. Another terrible day in the market. Tesla is not looking too good. We have Apple. I mean, honestly, they're kind of holding support. I noticed Walmart, though, is just having a sell-off of a lifetime today. I don't know what happened to them today, but they are just straight to the downside. So that's good to see there for our Walmart play for anybody who's in the premium section of the Discord. Boeing's another stock that I thought would be down a lot more, kind of like with CCL and RCL. They are down a little bit. It's just not an overly exciting amount yet. We'll have to see if this momentum can continue, though, because if it does, but Boeing's one of my favorites here for the rest of the day. I noticed that the China stocks were actually up today, like Alibaba, JD, Baidu. They're only up a little bit. Baba's up quite a bit though. I don't know why they are up so much. Let's see if they have any specific news here. Oh wow. They have some bad news. Morgan Stanley lowered their price target on Alibaba to 110. That's terrible to hear, actually. JP Morgan slashed Alibaba's price target too, to 135 from 145. 135. That's a lot higher than where we are now, though. It's 79. So I'm glad to see that those companies are still fairly bullish on Baba. Up to like 135 for JP Morgan. That's still a pretty big target. Like, let's say we are at, like, let's say we're on let's say we're on Alibaba right now, and it's at $80. $80 a share. If Alibaba goes up to 135, like they are saying, that'll be, let's see, oh my gosh. That would be a 68% jump on the stock. That is an insane amount. Honestly, they're probably going to have to lower that target a couple more times here over the next few months, but for now, that's how the targets are looking. It's pretty insane, actually, to even see or say. Poor Meta. It started popping up today. Now it's falling back off. That article on CNBC was kind of scary today, though. Say that. Facebook scrambles to escape a death spiral. This sounds like what they were saying about Tesla right before it exploded. That is funny. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, that's pretty big though, guys, with Meta. Seriously, I think that's kind of funny how they're talking about this. Meta is one of the better stocks out there. I'm actually pretty surprised that they are talking about it in such a bad way like this. Now, I get it that I really do believe that the metaverse will be huge over the next few years. And I think Meta will be one of the big players in the metaverse, obviously. I think that the way that they're developing it with Facebook and the way you can almost like live a life within that world is going to be pretty darn interesting. And I just cannot wait to see how that comes out. And I really think that Meta will be pretty awesome there. He says he could see a massive economy around the metaverse, and I could see the metaverse having its own economy, honestly. I really could. I could see the metaverse almost having its own economy. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a game called, well, I know most of you have probably heard of RuneScape, but there's also a lot of other games out there that have their own economies, and a lot of them are actually linked to real life currency. So, for example, for example, RuneScape, here, I'll show you what I mean. RSGP for sale. Okay. OSRS, we'll say. Okay. So if you're going to go, like, look for gold here, you go to, like, rsorder.com. You can buy RuneScape gold. So 1 million of RuneScape gold right now, like, let's just say 1 million costs 45 cents. 2 million, okay, so 1 million is 45 cents. Kind of like how some currencies are insane in that way, where 3,000 pesos is $3 or $300. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's kind of like that sense. So it actually has a real life value tied to it, which is what's very interesting about this. And I feel like that Meta could really capitalize off of maybe using some cryptos on there and different stuff like that. I think that could be extremely interesting for those stocks. Sean said MU was trying to go up earlier. Yeah, it definitely was, Sean. Had that big rejection there. Wow. Xbox, you got me laughing. That's funny. I was hiding. How do you know? No, I'm joking. Yeah, Derek says Tesla. What? Yeah, they just keep going down, Derek, unfortunately. It's not a good thing to see with Tessie here. I will say, here's my outlook for Tesla, guys. I know it's not the most popular, but I drew this arrow going down yesterday, and I know that might look like a stupid arrow to draw, but that's kind of like what I see Tesla doing here in the short term, is just moving lower like that. I think it's 100% possible, especially given the way that the market's been moving lately. We've just been seeing downwards movement after downwards movement day after day. Honestly, it's just getting very annoying at this point. Hopefully we can start to see some pops back to the upside. See, the heat map today should look a little bit better, but it actually doesn't. Maybe this hasn't updated. I think this is like running 15 minutes behind. I think that's still yesterday's numbers, but nonetheless, though, Tesla is still, looking bad today. Thanks for pointing that one out. And Xbox said poor AMD is creeping towards 52-week lows. Wow. That's a terrible drop for AMD the past couple weeks, guys. That is some brutal moves down. Almost down to my range between 40 and 60. 60 will probably hold up as a good support in the short term, but we'll have to see. I still think it could fall even lower, down into that range maybe. The SPY down here, though, is just getting so annoying. Like, are we just going to break yet, or are we going to pop back up? What do you guys think? Are we going to hold at 360, or are we going to break? I'm actually going to make a poll. So make sure you guys vote in it. Now, we'll just say next week. Next week. All right, there we go, guys. Boom, I have the poll up. If you guys are interested, vote in that. Sam says, looks like we might break 360 today. Uh-oh. I think it kind of looks like that too, but I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the case today. I need stocks to hold up a little bit better for Meta and, companies like that. Definitely help out the longer term portfolios here if these stocks would hold. That would be actually very nice if they could hold. But yeah, let me know what stocks you guys are watching today. Find some nice runners and we can check those out. Tesla FSD, Houston, Texas, says we will finish green today. Hey, I sure hope so. I hope we can come back green today, Tesla. And SPY's right on support, so, we're either going to see a big breakdown, I think, or a big bounce back. And I think that as far as today goes, I think that we could probably hold up. Looks like right now Tesla's holding. It's kind of moving back up. Apple's holding the market up in a good way this morning, which is good, considering they've been selling off day after day after day. Microsoft is also brutal. Wow. That's insane right there. How's Asana today? Let's see. Looking pretty hot. I mean, popping up. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nothing overly crazy. Nothing bad, though. FSLR popping up. We're seeing some of these lower price growth stocks moving. Nvidia's popping up. There we go. On a day where AMD's down, Nvidia is actually moving. Maybe AMD will start to catch up and pop up as well. I know gold has been looking extremely nice too. Finally, there we go. Wow. That's awesome for GLD, guys. Still breaking out. Let's go. And you know what that means? If gold is up as much as it is, I'll bet you $300 that the dollar's down today. And yes, it is. There we go. Started to fall off right at open. Good thing to see that. And the dollar's down a lot this week, guys. Good thing it's starting to point down. It's not down as much as I thought it would be, honestly, but last night at like 4 in the morning, the dollar was extremely low. If we would have opened up down there, I think the market might have popped up today, but it's too bad the dollar had to have that recovery there. Either way, though, GLD's taking advantage, and it's very happy with the dollar down like this, so we'll take that. Let's go, GLD. Pretty nice moves. All right. Looking hot there. Let's see what Xbox has here. SoFi is under $5. That hurts so much. I should have waited to buy till now. Oh, man, yeah. SoFi is a tough one, and all the growth stocks have been tough lately. Honestly, it's not just SoFi. I mean, I know it's easy to pick SoFi out, but they fell from, we'll just say right here, a high of like $24.50 down to a low of like $5 right now, or like $4.87. That's obviously really, really bad, Xbox, as we know. But one good thing about SoFi is that it actually looks like it's right on support, which is good. And like I said, it's just like every other growth stock. Like, look at Zoom. Look at Meta. Look at Square. You know, I mean, SoFi is performing kind of like Square is. I mean, it's not it's bad, but it can come back. I know what you're saying, though. Got in a little bit too early, and I feel that. You know, I even got in early on a few stocks on this downtrend. It happens. That's why you have to be willing to keep averaging in so that you can keep bringing your price lower and lower and lower. And that's the big thing with the market is you got to just bring those prices down. Let's see how the poll's going, though. Let's see. Wow, we have the majority right now voting to go under 360. If you guys are in here, don't forget to smash that like button, and then also don't forget to vote in the poll. That would be really cool to see some nice stuff in that poll. It'd be really nice there. Elias says Netflix and Disney are both getting destroyed right now. Oh man, that's not good for the streaming sector, is it? Yeah, Disney definitely looks rough today. Big drop to the downside. Netflix moving down too. Uh-oh. That's terrible news for us, Elias. Good thing I don't own these ones yet. I used to own some Disney, I will say that. But I did let it go, and I'm glad I did, because it fell a lot more. I think I owned it like... I think I bought it a couple years ago. Sold out somewhere on the way up. Yeah, Disney was an okay one, though. It's been falling down a lot, though. Like, a lot. Yeah, those are some bad moves there. The daily charts lately, guys, if you like look at them too long, I think you'll get depressed. You gotta be able to go to those intraday charts, find some good support bounces, and be happy in this type of market. Tesla FSD says, and Tesla's green. There we go. Glad it came up for us today. We need Tesla to come up along with Meta and a lot of other stocks. So come on, Tesla, keep going, please. Pop up for us here. I don't really mind what it does too much with the SPY, but Xbox says, I could get another 100 shares if SoFi dropped under $4.50 or so. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea, Xbox, if you do see that happen. Hopefully it gets down there for you. We're only like 30 cents away. What I will say, though, is if we break below here, we might go a lot more than $4.50, but we'll have to see what happens. Pretty crazy right now with these stocks being so low. It's almost like trading penny stocks. A lot of people consider penny stocks being any stock under $5 a share, and SoFi is definitely under that right now. Although I will say it's like teetering on the brink, so got to keep that in mind. Here's the updated heat map today. Here we go. Yeah, still a lot of gray across the board, which shows low movement. It means the market hasn't moved too much, and then red just shows the stocks that are down, of course. Wow, Moderna's not having a bad day, it looks like. Let's see, mRNA. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, CCL. Oof. CCL still dying. Yeah, that is brutal today, guys. That's such a big drop here on Carnival, down 14% now in one trading day. That's pretty rough. Carnival's been having some issues over the past couple of years. Let's see that daily chart. Wow. They are actually breaking below the COVID low right now. Wow, that is a scary looking chart with CCL, guys. That is scary looking. If we start to break back down below like $7 here and start to fall back towards 5, that is going to upset, I think, a lot of traders. So be careful with this one, guys. I could see this one getting brutalized, and it's happening right now. We're breaking below that big support at $8. Oh, this is getting scary on CCL. Actually scary. Wow. Still a lot of momentum. Terrible there. It's bleeding over into the other ones too. RCL's down. NCLH is down. Not as much, but they are down. NCLH is down more than RCL. Definitely not what you want to see out of those stocks today. Come on, DraftKings. Maybe DraftKings can go green for us today and make us happy. Come on. It looked like early on DraftKings was going to have a brutal day again, but hey, if it holds at 15, I'll be very, very happy. Come on. Get up there for us, DraftKings. It's trying. All right, SPY. There we go. Getting some good momentum to end the week. Will it hold up, though, today? That's the main question. In the poll, we have 9 votes. 67% are voting fall under 360. 33% are voting for hold 360. Now it changed to 60-40 with 10 votes. Guys, if you guys have not voted yet in the poll, do not forget to vote. It'll be a really cool one to see the results of. And I'll keep the poll for a couple weeks, and we can kind of see how, if we were right or if we were wrong. I think that would be kind of cool to see if we did good or bad. Are you guys day trading anything today, though? Hopefully you guys are eyeing up some good plays. We are starting to see some good momentum come back up here, which is good. Neo's moving up. I feel like that's a pretty interesting stock to day trade. That one actually has some pretty nice pops this morning, given the climate of the market. Rivian, too. Yeah, Rivian, Lucid. Not too bad today. How's Ford? Oh, man, Ford stock looks terrible here. Wow. Glad I didn't buy that. Wow. That's like one of the most brutal head and shoulders patterns I've ever seen, I think, on the chart. It lined up so perfectly at that like 1650 resistance and almost perfectly bounced off of it. That's hilarious. Big drop down though with Ford. How are these energy plays like Plug and Enphase doing? Because I noticed that a lot of stocks in that type of sector were doing well today. So Plug's moving, Enphase is running up a little bit. Take that. Peloton. Peloton had a terrible move yesterday. Maybe they can come back a little bit here today. AI is not bad. AI. See that daily. Now it looks bad on the daily. Intraday, though, it's not too bad. We'll take that. Wow, nice. Keisha says she got 200% on Nike. That's beautiful. 200%. That's awesome. You must have got some puts right before market close or something. That's great. Said she's also in RTX. Got in at open, up 125% so far on RTX or Raytheon. That's great, Keisha. Glad you're winning on this one, too. There we go. She's watching Pfizer for a nice entry. You know, I will say, I was actually eyeing up Moderna earlier, so to see Pfizer running up is actually pretty good, too. Maybe we'll see those healthcare stocks start to recover back. Looks like Pfizer is kind of bouncing off good support at $44, Keisha. That could actually be pretty good there. Said she's also looking at IAC, which I don't think I've heard of this one before. IAC. I don't think I've heard of this. Maybe if I knew the name of the company, I would, but IAC, I don't remember that ticker offhand, but looks like it's been moving just like every other growth stock or just stock in the market. Sean says even Donkey Horse is moving. You know it's a crazy day when that one's moving, right? I almost keep wanting to type that one's ticker in as DKHS, but I realize that's not going to work. Good old Donkey Horse, Sean. I love that name so much for that stock. So glad you're in here today, Sean. Glad to see you in here. Same thing with everybody else. Thank you. Keisha, Sean, Tesla, Xbox, Derek, Jamie, Corbin, Kumar. Appreciate everybody joining today. Really, I do. If you guys have anything you want me to cover or look at, just let me know in the comments and we can do that. I'd love to find some good setups, though, for some nice day trades. Looks like Workhorse is still looking okay. Like we talked about there. Maybe Meta's popping back up. Let's see. Oh, I noticed it was on my watch list jumping around a little bit, but it's not really having the best movement in the world. Asana looks decent. Rivian looks all right, 32.75. Yeah, I kind of like Rivian and some of these EV growth stocks today, like Rivian, Lucid. Stocks like that have been kind of moving up this morning. Oh, of course, I say that and Lucid falls over. But Rivian was looking okay for a little while. It has decent momentum compared to a lot of stocks that I'm seeing. I know Asana, though, was really moving earlier. This one had that great news with an insider buying up more shares of it a little while ago, who's Dustin Moskovitz, and that's a huge player. I think Mike did a video on him and said he has over $1 billion in there, so. Sean says, thanks, Tom. Nice to not have a hectic work day for once. There we go, Sean. Nice to have you in here. Pretty cool to see the stocks doing what they're doing, but yeah, glad to see you're not having a hectic day again. Sean, are you still with the same company that did that merger? I remember I thought you were supposed to have that done a while ago. Did you move companies yet, or did they keep you? I remember you were working on that merger for a long time, and you were getting quite annoyed with it, we'll say. Quite annoyed. But let's go back to CNBC, maybe find some better news here today. Let's see what they're talking about here.
Holiday season, Nike did report better than expected profit and revenue for its latest quarter. Here's the company's CEO, John Donahoe, addressing the inventory issue on the call.
We're going to work through the excess inventory to get to a full marketplace as fast as we can and try to do it in an intelligent way that takes share. And as my predecessors used to say, throw a few competitive elbows along the way. We're coming off a strong quarter, and we feel very good about our competitive position. And we have not yet seen any signs of slowdown.
Not yet seen any signs of slowdown yet. Stocks down 11, almost 12%, Carl. And it does sort of speak to a broader trend we've been seeing in recent weeks in the market. This idea of whether it's Nike today or Micron, which I know we're going to talk about a little bit later, or FedEx, or now Maersk in the last 24 hours with comments by that CEO as well. CarMax, the idea that even though the numbers are resilient where consumers in the U.S., for example, are concerned, you're still starting to see perhaps a slowdown in the pace of spending, and you are starting to see this maybe perhaps move towards pre-pandemic normals in terms of what consumers are focusing those dollars on.
The goods part we sort of had a handle on, and maybe FedEx wasn't the outlier that some said it was. But now that the Carnival news came out this morning, David, maybe, I don't know, maybe you start to see some loosening of tightness on the services side and the travel side.
Yeah, I mean, that continues to be a key question in terms of consumer spend, especially, and the willingness, obviously, to spend fairly big on trips and things of that nature. Carnival shares, by the way, picking up steam to the downside. Stock had been down single digits not long.
Yeah, brutal, guys. I mean, that looks terrible for Nike there. They were talking about Nike. It was good to see the Nike CEO had some good comments there, but still, I mean, I don't think you can save it when it's down that much. I mean, it might recover up today a little bit, but I don't see anything overly drastic back to the upside. Xbox says, anybody remember that game show with Wayne Brady? The crowd and contestants wear costumes? Be careful, don't pick the zonkey. SoFi. Uh-oh. That's so funny, Xbox. The zonk. What was that? Man, I'm trying to think of that game now. Oh. Hang on, I gotta ask my girlfriend. She'll know. Hey, babe. What's that game show where they have the zonk? Remember we watched it and they like picked, there was like a box with like the boxes around it?
No whammies.
Is the game...
Or I know you're talking
It's the game that has the whammies in it, I think, right?
Yeah, no whammies.
Oh, it's whammies, not zonks. That's that's where I went wrong, Xbox. Press your luck is what I thought you were talking about, Xbox, but that's funny. I thought you meant press your luck. No, it's whammies, not zonks. That's funny. Sean says, yeah, we merged and they cut staff on me. I'm basically a one-man show now. It sucks. Oh, man, Sean, that sucks. Hey, Keisha. Yeah, I had to ask her. She knows the shows more than I do. Yeah, Press Your Luck was what it was called. Our poll, though, we have a couple votes for staying the same. So Stay the Same's at 8%. Spy falling under 360 is now at 54%. And holding 360 is at 38%. So we're seeing some pretty big fluctuations, I think, across the board. So pretty crazy there. But yeah, big fluctuations. And the majority saying fall under 360. So if you have not voted yet, check out that poll. It'll be awesome to see it. But yeah, thank you guys for being here, and thanks for interacting in the polls and everything like that. It really helps out, and as always, those likes also help us out. Poor Spy here, still holding 360, but I don't know what to say today. It's just barely up, right back into the middle of that range from yesterday, and kind of seems like it's trying to break down, but it just has like some magical forces pushing it back up. So maybe we'll start to see some buyers start to come in down here on support. But I will say, with all the downward selling pressure lately, all the negative sentiment and everything like that in the market, I could see more downwards movement personally. I think that we probably will. You know, that's the name of the game here. Yeah, Xbox says, it is Press Your Luck. Okay. She was right. Brittany got it. It's my girlfriend's name's Brittany, if you didn't know. So if I say that, that's what I mean. So she did get it right. Press Your Luck. I don't think you picked Zonks, though. Do you? Press Your Luck, Zonk. Wow, so it is. Okay. I didn't know they had the zonk in there. I know they had the whammies. That's funny. Let's see. I'm trying to look it up.
Rita from Ione, California. Tell me about yourself, Rita.
Well, I'm married to Michael, and we've been married 17 years. We have 6 kids together, and we have 19 wonderful grandchildren.
19 grandchildren. That is so fun. Now, you were on this show in 1986? And Rita, you won a bunch, but it's...
I'm not seeing anything with the zonk. Oh, it's an episode. Is this the one? It's a whole episode. Uh-oh. Why will it not come up? Let's see. We'll find it eventually, Xbox. Now I broke it. This broke my computer. Uh-oh. Oh man, guys, it really did. I think my my internet just totally cut out, my whole Google Chrome. Uh-oh. What happened to this? Well, guys, I'm sorry, but my my computer just crapped out. There we go. There we go. It fixed itself. All right. I can't find it, Xbox. Hey, Xbox, how about this? If you find it, send me a link and I'll play it. I'll play it in the chat. But there's Spy moving up. Yeah, I know that game. I thought it was on Press Your Luck, but just couldn't remember what it was. Sorry for that though. My computer just got totally frozen, guys. If you guys got stuck there for a second, felt kind of like I was in the Matrix or something there. But yeah, SPY's still holding up well. We came down. We're bouncing off of 362, moving up a little bit more to 363 now. SPY's looking okay. Still in between that little range that we've been in for the past couple days, between 360 and, you know, the high of pre-market up there around 365 to 366. Still within that small range, so not bad. Let's refresh the heat map. Still not the best map today. I think the heat map's delayed a little bit, which sucks, but see what CNBC has for us now. Anything new? Let's hear what Morgan Stanley's wealth management
market
CIO has to
capitulation,
say.
and we need to see a little bit of panic in that VIX. I think one of the things that's been wild is bond markets have really, reflected that type of volatility that you see in the bottoms. And we're now at levels in the MOVE index, that rival, the great financial crisis back in 08, 09. We're not seeing that in stocks yet, and I do think that that's going to mark, the final low here. So I would like to see that.
Guys, appreciate it. Putting to bed this quarter has been a bit of a chore. Jeff and Lisa, we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
As we head to a quick break, let's give you a look at our roadmap for the rest of the hour. Micron releases results. It does issue a weaker than expected revenue outlook. You're going to want to hear what CEO Sanjay Mehrotra told us last hour about demand.
Plus, a real-time look at inflation and the consumer as recession fears continue to mount. The CEO of Brinker International, owner of restaurant chains including Chili's and Mangiano's, has
So yeah, they just keep reiterating this over and over, guys, with this retreating from inflation fight stuff. Like the Feds just keep talking about, hey, we're gonna keep raising rates until inflation comes down, and they just keep saying, like right here, perfect paragraph right here. Monetary policy will need to be restricted for some time to have confidence that inflation is moving back to target. For these reasons, we are committed to avoiding pulling back prematurely. So they're pretty much saying that no matter what, they're going to be okay, which is okay for the stock market, but it's honestly not the best. It's just okay, I think. It's like, it's okay because we're lowering inflation, but at the same time, they're going to be bringing down the economy on purpose in the short term. So it's obviously bad. So it's bad, but it's not the worst thing because they are fighting inflation. It's not like they're doing this for no reason, If they were doing it for no reason, then I think it would be a bigger deal, but come on, SPY. Now it's falling back under its intraday support. Not good to see. Come on. Can it hold up here? Can it hold? We still have 14 votes. 50% say falling under 360. 43% say hold 360. So now we got really, really close on the votes now. A lot of people are almost voting to hold 360 now. 14 total votes. If you guys haven't voted yet, please vote in the poll. Be really cool to see those results there, but yeah, Xbox says it's make a deal. It is. Yeah, I actually found it. Let's see. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal, zonk. Here we go. This will be good. Okay.
It's a cactus furniture set. That's the bad news. The good news is it is good for the spine.
This is like picking SoFi, huh?
You passed up this giant fortune cookie.
SoFi is a cactus furniture set. Let's see.
Deal. We're almost at the big
Sorry
deal
for
of the
that.
day.
That is
Right
loud.
now, I need a couple to make a deal. Let's make a deal. Yo, come on, peanut butter jelly time. Hello. So, it could be a zonk on a zonk, or it could be a great prize hidden with a zonk. So you have to choose which zonk you'd like to go with.
Yeah, so that's definitely where the zonks are from. I found it for you. That's funny. That poor spy, though, today, guys. That is looking brutal. Let's see, Disney and Meta. Ooh, Disney down. Meta. Meta's up. Hell yeah, guys. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Meta. Wow. Surprising me today, Meta. Wow. Meta's on fire. What's up with them today, guys? Let's go check out SoFi again and run. Wow. Nice. Some of these growth plays are on fire. End phase, maybe? No, not quite as much. Rivian still look good, though. Yeah, nice. Square popping up. Meta's looking quite good, though, guys. I like that setup. Wow, Amazon popping back up here. Come on, Meta. Let's go. Amazon's not looking bad intraday either, really. Meta. Meta. Come on, let's get some chance going, guys. Meta needs some chance. Hey, Booshing, what's up? Hopefully you're having a great day, and I hope everybody else is having a great day and morning as well. I hope you guys are doing quite well. But yeah, stocks are moving up today. Maybe we should ask Brittany what stocks to look at today. Brittany, what stocks should we look at? Just name one. Yeah, she says Disney, guys. Disney. D-I-S. I bet it's going down. Oh, you picked a bad one. No, she's laughing. Yeah, no, it's okay actually today. Has little support down here around 95.80, almost like $96. If it holds here and we see the market pop up, it might be a good little double bottom right there. See a nice little pop, but yeah, good morning, Booshing. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. The market's been a little bit whack. I know it's been up and down, up and down. We have seen some pretty good plays up though today, which is pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Good old spy. Bushing says Google. G-O-O-G. Uh-oh. Goog. I remember when I used to take economics class in college, the professor, he would always say, I'm gonna Goog it. And everybody was always like cringing. They were like, what is he saying that for? And I was the only person in class who understood what he meant when he would say he wanted the Goog stuff. It had me laughing. I'll never forget, though, that professor said that he was into an oil stock, and the oil stock at the time was like $100. It was like an oil ETF, and this was like before COVID, like before the time when oil went negative. And this oil stock went from being like $100, went all the way down to like $10 a share or something. It was insane. I wonder if I could find it. Like VLO. Might be VLO. Hang on, let me see this. Energy ETFs. Let's see if I can find it. ETFs, not RTFs. It's usually on the pretty big lists of them. I don't want to see. I'm not scrolling through something like that. Oh, it's VDE. That's what it is. VDE. Yeah, it's usually one of the most popular ones. Vanguard. VDE. Let's see if it came back for him. Let's go find the year. This was going to be like 2017. Wow, it came back. Yeah, look at that. He was saying to buy it, though. I'll never forget it. He was saying to buy it here at like 105. And it fell off the face of the earth down to 30. Granted, it did come back with this move back up, but I'll never forget that with that economics teacher. That was so funny to see to see that happen. Oh, I remember I almost bought into that because he was just saying it was good, and I kind of trusted him at the time. But as we know, though, you can't always be right. Bushing says Goog is really close to that monthly lower Bollinger Band. Nice. Use Bollingers. Okay. Nice, Bushing. Bollingers can be good. They can be bad. I've seen people do good with them. I've seen people do bad. I hope you like them, though. But you said monthly lower Bollinger Band. Do you mean on like a monthly, like this? Like this type of monthly chart? Or do you mean like monthly as in like 1 day chart for a month? Or like an hourly chart for 1 month? Just let me know so I can figure it out. But wow, it looks like if we're just talking about 1 month, it would definitely be towards the lower end of some type of spectrum. That's for sure. Let's actually add on Bollinger. Why not? Let's see what it looks like. Bollinger Bands. There we go. Boom. Easy. Easy. All right. Kind of interesting. It's staying between the bands. I thought it would eventually have a breakout somewhere, right? Or do you never break the band? 1 day monthly, he believes. Okay. Yeah, it definitely is. It's been riding this lower band all the way to the downside, Bushing. Kind of interesting to see that. Really riding it down, actually. I would not be surprised if we found some support here on Goog. It would be about time with the way everything's been falling off lately. I'm gonna take off these bands though. I kind of liked them, not gonna lie. But just because I liked them doesn't mean that I'll use them correctly or in the best way. Pretty nice, though. Amazon bouncing up, seeing a lot of moves going on here. Oh, man. If you guys aren't in discussion chat on Discord, go check it out. Easy Rider Danger says, bounce higher, kangaroo song. Kangaroo song. I like it. Oh, man. I don't know if you guys have seen Big Daddy or not, but oh, gosh, that has me laughing. I love that movie. Wow, Palantir still going here. That is awesome there. Take that any day of the week. That is so funny. Man, I love that movie, Big Daddy. I think that is one of the funniest, one of the best / funniest movies I think I've ever seen. Really good one. Keisha says, yeah, I've had my eye on Google also. Been waiting for re-entry since you and I were in, Tom. Oh yeah, I remember that with Google, Keisha. I remember that. I think I sold too early on mine. Yeah, Google's falling down though. Big drops down there, Keisha. Let's see, big support here right at like 95. See another big support at 90 even. 90 even and then 85. 85 to 90 seems really, really good. So honestly, that could be really good support for Google. Hey, Xbox just got home from work. There you go. Nice to have you back, Xbox. I know you were here earlier. You must have been driving or something, but yeah, glad to see you back from the graveyard, huh? Hopefully you can have a pretty good Friday. Or maybe even a better Friday night. Maybe that would be the way to go. Do you work again tonight, Xbox? But Boosting says Goog's coming for TikTok. Is it? That'd be pretty big if they were going to buy TikTok. I will say, Boosting, TikTok is such a huge thing now. I personally don't like TikTok as much. It's not my favorite thing out there. Honestly, anytime I get on TikTok, it's just a bunch of girls dancing around. Like, honestly, I think that's all it is for TikTok. Like, I kind of like the YouTube Shorts and the Instagram stuff a lot better. I think those are a lot. I don't know. They show me things I'm more interested in, I guess, is what I will say. Like, it shows me a lot more cars, more, I don't know, stuff with that, like cars and making things and, you know, engineering and stuff like that. It shows, like, lots of stuff like that rather than just, like, seriously, I bet if I got on TikTok right now, the first thing I'd find is some girls jumping around. I could almost like guarantee it. Xbox says, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of texting and driving. I'll be at work tonight and tomorrow night. Try disliking the stuff on IG you don't want, and it should alter some for you. Oh, okay, Xbox, that sounds good. Yeah, it was TikTok, though, that messed it up for me. But Boosting says 45% payout for monetization for Goog's short payout. Interesting. But yeah. Yeah, I should just dislike some of that stuff. It'll probably... Maybe that will take them away. He's saying TikTok, YouTube Shorts, IG, all the same. You'll probably get the same results. Yeah, I don't know why. TikTok shows me, I don't know. Maybe TikTok is smarter. I don't know. Either way, though, I just prefer the YouTube and the IG. Honestly, I'm on YouTube so much. That's probably what it really comes down to. Also, I'm on Facebook a lot. Or Meta. Yeah, but yeah, Google's not looking bad down here, guys. I mean, pretty oversold. You know, big drop down recently. Definitely could see a bit of a pop back up over the next few days. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. Pretty good day. I mean, I will say lots of stocks are moving across the board. Like Google's starting to pop up. SPY on the 5 minutes coming up. Meta's moving up. DraftKings up. Unfortunately, Walmart's up too, but LVS, Palantir. Yeah, just crazy setups here, guys. Crazy setups in the market, but yeah, have a great day. Hopefully we keep seeing some nice breakouts. I hope you guys can take some good advantage of some of these breakouts here. I know some have came early on in the morning, but you still might be able to find some nice plays up. But yeah, thank you guys for joining up. Have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully you guys can get some nice I guess have some nice time with your family. Xbox just messed me up. He almost just made me have like a brain malfunction with what he just said. He's like, your computer freeze. What's in your history, Tom? Does she know? That's so funny, Xbox. Oh man, you made me almost just like have like a brain aneurysm from that. But have a good day, guys. Making me laugh here. Have a great weekend. Hopefully you can get out with the family and have some nice time. Maybe forget about the market for a couple days, but see you guys later. I'll talk to you in the Discord.